What up, what up, what up? It's the Mr. Bass Show. How's everybody doing? Hopefully the connection's working. I've had some squirrely internet today. Does it? I guess I need to know if it goes bad or if you can't hear me or things are cutting out. Fisherman 83, what up? SC Fishing In, and Josh Lanham. Matthew Fishing with Gramps. What up, man? I saw your warning, demonetization. Hopefully that's mostly gun channels. I mean, not that I want the gun guys to be shut down. It really torques me. I only had one video years ago that had a gun, and I took it down about a year ago when they started making all kinds of silly, just censoring people and shutting their channels down for no reason. But who knows? You just never know what they'll do, man. You never know. What up, Chris Hill, Grandpa Woody, Josh, Nathan, George? Yeah, I've been thinking about putting all my videos on another platform like Rumble or one of those platforms just in case. Kyle, what's up, man? Joseph, ninth child got the jerk bait. Nice. Stickers permanently enshrined on the jerk bait box. Now you're talking. I like it. I like it. Fish in the Southeast. Fish in the Southeast, you were asking me some questions on Devo's channel last night. I didn't want to answer those on his show, but if you I don't remember what they were, but if you want to ask them tonight, I'll answer them for you. What up, Adam? How's it going, dude? Cool, George. Glad you got him. Good to hear it. Just about everybody's caught up now, except for maybe John Smith. I may owe him some gift cards still. Alan, how's it going? Joseph. Nader House. Good to see you, man. To Little B, at least you got some fishing in. I didn't fish at all this week, which really hurts my account, which is still at 570. But I'm going to make it up this week because I'm going up north to the Mississippi River, and I'm going to be fishing there all week. What made me choose to work with Mystery Tackle Box? Well, the main reason is they asked me, for one, and two, let's see. Got a legendary lure donut yesterday. Nice. Cool. The other thing is, I like, when it comes to Mystery Tackle Box, CatchCo, Carl's Club, I like about 90% of their stuff. And they've got a huge outreach, huge footprint. And to me, it just seems smart to hook up with them. They can really help. They can really help promote my channel. So that's the main reason I'm involved with them. And I told them, I'm not going to promote your products that I don't like or I disagree with. Because let's face it, nobody likes every product that a company makes. Come on. Doesn't matter if they're the most amazing company on the planet. There's going to be something you don't like. But all in all, I like the CatchCo for the most part. I'm definitely not a huge Googan fanboy, but listen, Googan baits are pretty legit. Most of them are. I do know that some of the soft plastics have some issues. There are some lures that guys are not really big on, but here's the funny thing. About half the guys I talk, take the clickbait, for example, which is their chatterbait. I don't think I have one sitting there. About half the people I know say that thing's terrible. And then another half says it's great. In fact, I was going to do it. I don't know if did I ever put a video out. I did a comparison video with the clickbait and the chatterbait. Did I actually publish that video? Do you guys know? The reason I don't think I published that video is because I took the clickbait out, and I did not care for the clickbait either, Gramps. It felt like every time I'd cast that thing out and reel it in, it would ride up and it would ride up and it would ride up. It would never go down into the water. It was almost like a surface lure. No, Alan, YouTube does not pay the bills at all. YouTube does not pay me pennies, man. It's definitely no way I could make a living on YouTube. But that clickbait drove me crazy. When my buddy Dean, he came out the day that I was doing the video to compare the clickbait with the chatterbait. And I fished clickbait and chatterbait, and I tried to be as fair as I could, as even as I could. And man, I was wearing them out on the chatterbait, and I could not get bit on the clickbait. And I kept saying to myself, it's got to be because it keeps riding up. It keeps riding up. Well, I gave Dean, my buddy Dean, one of them, and he hopped in his kayak, and he starts catching them on it. And then we go, and by the time the day was over, Dean caught just about as many fish on the clickbait as I did on the chatterbait. I'm like, what's going on? What am I missing here? So a week or two later, we go fishing together again on a different pond. It's one with lots of timber. He takes the clickbait out and just wears them out on that thing. And I couldn't believe it. And I've had lots of other friends, same thing. They say that clickbait is amazing. It's great. Now, the one area where I have used it and it has really shined is around wood. For some reason, that clickbait does not get hung up in wood nearly as bad as a chatterbait does. It's really, really good around wood. But every time I fish it, I'm just not crazy about it. But there's other Googan lures I really like a lot, and I've not had any problems with at all. And I like a lot of the 10,000 fish stuff, and I like the Biospawn as well. I think all the Biospawn is good stuff. And 10,000 fish at first, I kind of was like, I don't know about these guys, but I've used a ton of their baits, and they all work great. So I like them quite a bit. But I told him, I'm not going to be a huge Googan fanboy. I probably won't use a lot of their lures unless something changes, because I've always found something out there I liked a little better. Hey, Terry, how's it going, man? So that's why I'm doing the CatchCo thing, and I think they will help me grow the channel. And behind the scenes so far, they've been great people so far. So we'll see how that goes. The beautiful thing in America is I can always change my mind, and so can they. One thing I will tell you is those rattling Neds, those Googan rattling Neds, they work great. Now they tear up quick. They're like a Senko, a Yamamoto Senko. They do not last very long, but they are fish catching magnets. And I hear the bandito bug's really good. I've never fished the bandito bug, so I don't know. Hey, John, how you doing, man? Kick your bass. Thanks, buddy. Go Chiefs. Right on. Yeah, Matthew's talking about views and stuff. If you look at videos, like I've had like 600,000 views this year on my channel. And you would think 600,000 views, that's got to pay something. It really doesn't pay hardly anything. If you go look at all my videos, the only video I have that I've made any money off of at all is the one where the boat sank. And that's because I've got, I don't know, a couple of 100,000 views just on that video alone. And it's still not, this is not a money-making deal, man. So that's kind of the way that goes. Bandito bug tear up. Yeah, I think a lot of the Googan plastics tear up a lot, Nathan. But I've heard guys complain about the Senkos the same way, and I'm here to tell you, I've always been a firm believer of this. I don't care, and I know for some people the money thing is a real problem, and I get that, and I understand if you're on a tight budget, go buy Yum Dingers. They're super cheap compared to Senko, and they work almost as well as a Senko, and some days they'll even outfish a Senko. They definitely last longer than a Senko. But if I have to go through one Senko to catch one fish, and every time I catch a fish, I gotta replace it with another Senko, I'll do it. They're that good to me. It's worth it. But there's definitely you got to look at the economics of it all, without a doubt. Yeah, if it catches fish and tears up, so I don't care. I'm just gonna keep using it. What's that? Fishing with Gramps Lunkers talk to Gary Yamamoto. Are you? that must be a joke. Because you're right, they tear up a lot, just like Gary's stuff. Yeah, Adam's got a great point. If you're on a budget, go buy ZMan products, man. They last forever. They really do. There are some times, though, when you don't want a bait that floats. But oh, man, I'm missing this stuff. Lunkers talked to Gary, then they decided to really want to. And he says he also licensed the Rage Tail for the Bandito bugs from Steve O, like Strike King did. Huh. Interesting. Booster in the house. How's it going, man? Yeah, Adam, the 6 Sense Clout is a great stick bait. It's different though. It's a different action in the water. Those what do you call it? Like those diamond things all over it. I think give it a different action in the water. It's definitely a fish catcher though. I like it quite a bit. The 6 Sense Clout. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't follow Rob much at all, to tell you the truth. I used to watch him back before he became a Googan, when he used to do all the stuff in his swimming pool. But once he got famous, I kind of quit watching him. Yeah, you're right, David. Z-Man rocks for longevity. It's very hard to beat that or any Elastec type product. Strike King has a whole line of products with that similar plastic. They last forever. A lot of companies do nowadays. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Steve. There is a shimmy to the Cinco like no other. He's talking about the Yamamoto Cinco, and I agree with him. There's something, it's the perfect recipe, I believe. Adam, I know guys who've caught 50, 100 fish. In fact, Ned Cady, the guy who invented the Ned rig, he puts a newsletter out, a report. I get it I get it on the email where he does fishing reports almost every day. If it's not him, it's somebody else that is fishing what he calls the Midwest finesse technique, which includes the Ned rig and other finesse style deals. He's got hundreds, maybe thousands of days he's fished where he's caught more than 100 fish on just one ZMan TRD. They last. They last. Uh, let's see here. Never used a Yamamoto Cinco. Wow. Well, you may not want to start fishing the Southeast because you'll get hooked on them, and then you'll be spending. The price is still about $1 per Cinco, is what it adds up to. So they're definitely pricey. Although their price has come down a little bit in the last couple of years. I agree with Steve here too. Jackhammer's worth every penny. It doesn't mean though that there's not a ton of good chatterbaits out there that are cheaper. There definitely are. But when who is it? What's his name? Why can't I think of his name at the moment? I do this every show, don't I, Booster? The pro guy that lives down at Table Rock, Randy Blockett. Randy, I think I like him a lot. I like his channel, and I agree with a lot of what he says. But he says things like, "You do not need a jackhammer. The regular old chatterbait's just as good and catches fish just as good." I totally disagree with him. I don't disagree that the chatterbait's a good bait, and I don't disagree that the chatterbait catches fish. It absolutely does. But I am totally not on board with the jackhammer's not worth the money. I believe it's totally worth the money. Hey, Robin, how you doing, man? Don't get famous or I'll stop watching. All right, it's a deal, Nathan. I'll just stay obscure and poor my whole life. Let's see. Salt makes the bait softer. Yeah. Yeah. So Steve's talking about hyperelastics. Hyperelastics is another type of plastic like the Z-Man's Elastec. Those things last forever. Like this is made out of hyperelastic. This is what's this bait called? Anybody know? We'll make this our first question of the night. What is this bait called? I shouldn't ask this question without knowing, but I'm pretty sure Fisherman 83 is right. It's the dart spin or the dart prop. It's got a prop, but I'll give it to him. Dart spin. This is a very unique lure, and this is I think this would make a great fall fishing lure. If you've never tried this, it's made out of that hyperelastic, so it's super stretchy. You could probably catch 50 fish on this, and it's going to last you. It's got a spinner on the tail and a spinner up top. This is a very good fall lure, and this color is perfect for fall fishing if the shad are busting on your lake. Hey, Robin, there's nothing wrong with Debo dinks. Dinks are still fun to catch. Yeah, Alan, Bass Pro makes a lot of good stick baits. And not only does Bass Pro make some good stick baits, they've got some good colors that other companies don't have. And so I kind of mix those in. I don't just use Cincos. I probably got 5 to 10 different Cinco style brands that I will fish with, depending upon size, shape, color, all kinds of things. Can you re-rig that? Adam, are you asking about this here? You could, you can take the hook out of it. You could take the whole prop and the hook out. It's Texas rigged in there. It's got another hook slot in the top here too. I don't know what that's for, but there's another slot in there, maybe for a smaller hook. I think you could definitely take the prop and the hook out if you wanted and just fish it with a weighted hook. Although there's a weight on the bottom of this, it's like a little ball. The other thing I like about this is it's got this little keeper on there to keep this bait from sliding down. And that to me just says really good quality, good thinking. Patrick Seville, I don't know if that was his idea, but that's an excellent idea to help your bait last a long time. Before that bait was released, Patrick caught over 100 bass on that bait. Yeah. That's the one he's talking about, this one here. This is a great lure. Even though I haven't fished it yet, I'm sold on it. I know Get Your Fish On has fished with it before. He tells me it's great, and it looks great to me. So I can't wait to get out there and throw it. Gregory, I love the Thunder Cricket too. It's a great lure. Yeah, Gramps, I saw you went like on a flash trip down there to Lake Fork, didn't you? You were down there what, 4 days or something? It's kind of a shame to go all the way to Lake Fork and not catch a big one, but man, that's fishing. I went to Toledo Bend, all super hyped up and pumped, thinking I was going to catch me a humongous fish. Same thing. I didn't catch anything big. Yeah, Steve, I've never fished with the DOA Cinco. I really have not tried those. You need to send me some. Ninth Child, I like the Ocho. For Strike King, the Ocho is my favorite Strike King stick bait. I've had tons of luck on that thing. It's a great, great bait. Boosters exclusively Yum Dingers. The thing I like about Yum Dingers is you can buy those 25 packs for practically nothing. If you're going to buy Yum Dingers and you're on a budget, man, buy the 25 packs. Great deal. And I definitely fish the Yum Dingers. What about using Bass Assassin? Bass Assassin, what? Lear Home Inspection Services. The more specific, like what lure are you talking about? Yeah, dart prop. You're right. Fish in the southeast. It is called dart prop. Interesting. The ball on this thing is supposed to help it cast further. All right, we need to spin for Fisherman 83. The little bees reminded me. Fisherman 83 is super patient, though. Mr. Bass, what do you think of the draw by 6 cents? Well, I don't know. I've only seen it. I've not fished with it. Looks nice. The one of their lures I've got, the Tracer, is that what it's called? I've got that one. Just came in. But the draw I don't have. I went on and tried to buy one, and they were all sold out. Looks good. I mean, who knows? You never know till you try it. Yeah, Booster. I like the Gambler Ace as well. Okay. Kick your bass. I've only fished Mazingo one time. Had a lot of luck with a spinnerbait up there. I'd like to fish it more, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's spin for Fisherman 83. Let's see what we can get here. Oh, he hit the angel spot first spin. First spin. Nice. Good deal. So, Fisherman 83, you need to pick somebody in the comments who can win along with you, and I will get your ticket ready. Fisherman 83. Here's your ticket, Fisherman 83. The Guardian Angel. All right, let's see. Has he picked anybody yet? Did he pick the little bee? The little bee's saying thank you, so he must have. Yeah, he did. All right. The little bee. There's your ticket. All right, the little bee wants a hard bait. And what's Fisherman 83 want? I'm going to miss it. He wants a hard bait too. Okay. All right. 2 hard baits coming up. These just came out of the Major League Fishing Champions Club. The Boyd Duckett BD crankbait. We'll give this one to Fisherman 83. I gotta take my notes down, or I'm gonna forget. Okay. Fisherman 83. Boyd Duckett crankbait. And the little bee. You got the Castaic Squarebill. This is citrus shad. And this is a great color too. This Boyd Duckett majestic shad, man. Those are both great colors for the fall. Nice. Yeah, Booster. But I don't know. Before you got on, Mazinga was on fire today. Interesting. How about that? Joe Mazingo was on fire today. Mazingo, Joe hasn't been back to Mazingo. Joe and I went. It was the one time that I went, and I don't think he's been back since we went either. Yeah. So as far as the chat goes, I mentioned at the beginning that my internet signal's been a little squirrely today. So if some things look weird, that's probably what's going on. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to do something here. Let's see. The internet is always not working. Man, you're not kidding. And I got pretty good coverage. Yeah, Nathan, the Browns did it. I thought old Baker Mayfield, when they carted him off the field or ran off the field with that injury, I thought, uh-oh, but he's a tough dude. He is a very tough dude. No, Matthew, I've not seen the Gancraft mango fishing reels. I don't even know what those are. Okay, Texas Huntsman, you're on the right track, but I want the name. I'm looking for the name of the team, not the name of the hat. It is like the Chicagrones hat or something like that. I don't even know. Sorry if you're Hispanic. I can't speak Spanish. So I'm looking for the team. The Little B got it. The Little B's already won though, dude. You can't win twice in one night. Somebody can copy the Little B's answer. That's the right one. The Little B, man, he's trying to game the system on me. Gregory, I think you're the first one, dude. Thanks to the Little B. The Columbia Fireflies. Yeah, it's the Columbia Fireflies. That's the crazy thing about these minor league teams. That's kind of what's fun about it. This has got nothing to do with the Columbia Fireflies, but it's one of their hats. And, they kind of have these specialty promotion hats where they might only put them out for one game or something. So, congratulations, Gregory Whitaker. You are the winner. Fortunately, because the Little B already won through the back door, thanks to his buddy Fisherman 83. But if you're new to the channel, one of the rules is you cannot win more than once per night. The only exception to that rule is if you land on a red X, that you have struck out and you do not win a prize. And since you struck out, you are allowed to try to win again the same night. What state is this Columbia? Good question, man. I don't even know. Yeah. So, Gregory, let's spin for you. Brian Lee's from Oregon. What up, Brian? Good to have you, man. District of Columbia. They're in our nation's capital, which is on fire and burning down at the moment. Woo! Gregory, dude, we had someone hit jackpot last week too. You hit the jackpot, man. Mr. Bass is the jackpot. You get 3 prizes. That does not happen very often. I've got to check my weight system and see if I can figure out why it's landing on that. It's not supposed to land on that. No, it's not. It's not rigged. Oh, me jackpot, dude. So, Gregory, you can have 3 hard baits. You can have a hard bait, miscellaneous, soft plastic. You can have 3 from the miscellaneous, whatever you want. You can mix and match. You just let me know what you want. Hey, Jeff. Good to see you, man. Glad you made it. Did you get the gift card? All right, Greg wants 1 of each. Take 3 from the hanger. Hey, Steve Chapman, zip it. Zip it, man. Don't interfere. All right. We are going to get him 1 of these. Let's see here. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Man, you scored tonight, Gregory Whitaker. First up is one of the best jigs on the planet. It is the Gill Baits Tactical Pro Spider Jig HD. So this is part of their special ops series. These are great jigs. Then you have won a 3-pack of Lucky Strike American Originals Deep Smoothie crankbaits. Lucky Strike. And finally, speak of the devil, the Googan Rattle and Chunk is your soft plastic. Those rattles work and those Googan baits. Okay, if you've never won before, again, congratulations, Gregory. If you've never won before, send a DM to me on my Instagram account. And my Instagram account is at Mr. Bass TV. Send me a DM with your name, address, and what you won. And if your name is different than your then what, like the little B, I have learned over time that the little B, that's not his real name. Booster is not Booster's real name. Ninth Child is not his real name. Give me your YouTube name, whatever that they call that thing, so that I can put the name with whoever you are when you win. And then I will get it to you. Hey, Joseph, I agree, dude. Jewel Baits makes some great jigs. Really nice ones. Yeah, Gregory hit the jackpot. Yeah, Steve, he's your neighbor, and you didn't even know that Booster's not his name. That is crazy. He's saying it's his real nickname. All right, fair enough. Heck, I'm just going to start calling you Boo. We're buddies by now, man. Definitely. Cool. Tex's huntsman's name is Tex. Yeah, Joe actually puts his real name up there. There's a few that do. A few brave souls who will put their real name out there. Yeah, Nathan, I only do one baseball question a night, so you don't have to worry. All the rest of the questions are about fishing tackle, fishing lures, fishing stuff. All right, I was going to show you guys some new lures tonight just for fun, and I was also going to show you some more fall baits that we didn't get to on Debo's show last night. So if you watch my Instagram channel, you've seen this bait. We'll make this a new the next question. What's the name of this bait? Is that crazy or what? Check that out. Has a really cool paint job. Of course, there's not much of it to paint, but all right, John Gill got it. Well, let me make sure. Let me make sure John was first. Matthew gave the complete name, which is, well, he got it wrong. He said clickbait. It's cycle bait. Cycle bait underspin. And they make some other cycle baits. Is this frog fur or what? What do you think? Now, if you guys remember, I showed you this bait. They also make a spinner bait called the cycle bait spinner bait. And it has this as well. And when I saw it, if you guys remember on the channel, I showed you guys that, and I said, dude, that has got to be clickbait. I mean, not clickbait. That's got to be frog fur, right? Got to be. And the next thing I know, I see all these guys who are out fishing with it saying it's amazing. I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. Is this thing really this you know, when I first saw it, it looked like a chain that a rapper or somebody would wear around his neck. It looks so out of place for a fishing lure. I wish I had the spinner bait around here somewhere, but I don't have it handy. But apparently this really works. And somebody said, well, it looks like it just spin and spin and spin. No, even though it's got 3 rings, it can't continue to spin. So I don't know. I've got to go try it. But this thing's brand new. It comes out like on September 22nd. And interesting to say the least. Have any of you guys tried the spinner bait? I'd really like to know if you have. I get to have fancy earrings. Yeah, it almost looks like earrings. You could wear this if you had 2 of these. Jeez Louise. Apparently, there's something to this. And I'm the first to admit I didn't believe it, but I've heard a lot of guys that say it's the real deal. So this comes out next week. You can get it if you're a member of the Carl's Club. If you're not a member of Carl's Club, then you have to wait like till October 1st or something. I want to see what you guys are saying about it. Frog fur. Fishing with Gramps thinks it's frog fur. Well, I'm going to try it, and I will let you know whether I think it's frog fur or not. I don't know yet. One thing, I don't know how many of you guys are part of Carl's Club, but did you guys know that they came out with this fishing insurance thing? They just came out with it. I don't know how long ago. Recently, though. Have you guys heard about that? Fishing insurance? Dude, when I saw that, I was like, what the heck is that? Fishing insurance? This is no lie. If you've not heard about this, if you join Carl's Club, you get a lot of money off. You get like 30% average off on the prices on Carl's Club if you go buy Carl's bait and tackle lures. But they will replace 4 lures per year if you lose them or break them off while you're fishing. Can you believe that? Now you might say, well, that's only 4 lures. But dude, there's no other company anywhere that will give you a free replacement lure. And I don't think there's a limit. Now I don't know all the details, but that's pretty clever, man. I mean, I think for what you pay for Carl's Club, it's only like $4 a month. You get $30, 30% off on everything. If you buy a lot of fishing tackle, that's a pretty dang good deal. It just comes with your Carl's membership. You're right, Adam. You don't pay anything for it. You just join Carl's Club and you're locked in. So, yeah, it's about $4 a month roughly is what Carl's Club costs. Yeah, who knows, Sean? They have a limit, obviously. I think they're probably thinking in their business model that a lot of people will take them up on it. They've already figured that in the cost. So Lear Home says it's $49 a year. Yeah, so if you buy a ton of tackle, like for example, you can go on and look at some of the higher dollar stuff on there. You take 30% off, man. You're going to burn through $49 in a blink. I have been using it a lot lately. And I've been very, very happy with the money I've been saving on it. Yeah, that's right. Gramps, you can buy jackhammers. There's a lot of stuff you can buy on that. I didn't know that, Jeff. Free shipping to Canada? Yeah, that's another perk. The shipping's free on Carl's Club. It kind of makes you wonder why Tackle Warehouse and some of these really big guys don't do something like the Tackle Warehouse Club or something. Maybe they don't think they need it, but yeah, I'm the same way, Tex. I can spend $49 without even don't even have to think about it. So I think Carl's Club's a good deal. And if you're a guy that only buys like 1 pack of lures a year, obviously it's a terrible, don't do it. But they got a lot of good stuff there. Yeah. Well, you can find lots of lures that cost more than $49. I don't know that Carl's is selling lures that cost more than $49, but there's plenty out there that are way more than that. Shady Ray sunglasses replace even if they fall overboard. Dang, that's a good deal. They don't do it anymore, but G Loomis rods, if you bought the NRX rod, If it broke for any reason, or if you lost it, if it fell overboard, they would replace it. They had this thing called they were cards. What were those cards called? I've still got a few of them. And the wild card. They called it the wild card. When you bought an NRX rod, they gave you a wild card. And if your rod broke or anything happened to it for any reason, all you had to do was give them the wild card along with the broken rod if you had it, and they would send you a brand new rod. Luminathan, no. I doubt you could buy NRX at Carl's Club. But that's just, and I've used the wild cards. I've had one or two break over the years and have used the wild cards, and sure enough, they replace the rods. Now, Shimano bought G Loomis, and they still will honor that, but they make you pay like $50 now or something. No, Adam, you do not get a new wild card with the replacement rod. One and done. That's it. Nathan, yes. That's another good point. If you buy Legend Extreme rods, they will replace them if you break them. They're very pricey, though. I think a Legend Extreme rod costs $650 now. But if you break it ever, they will replace it. So if you kind of think that, well, let's see here. If I bought one for $650 and then I know at some point it's going to break and get replaced, then that's really two rods for $650. That makes it a little more reasonable. Yeah, okay, it's $150 now for NRX or Conquest replacements now. Yeah. Yeah, those rods are pricey, man. Pricey. For sure. All right, let's do another Name That Lure. This one should be easy, especially if you watched my Instagram today. What's this lure? What's this lure called? Oh, I got to spin for John Gill. Sorry, buddy. We'll do that in a second. Fish in the Southeast. Got it. Dadgummit. Sorry, Nathan. You did not get it. You were right behind him. He was moving so fast. It's the Bellows Gill. This is the big one. The 5.8-inch Bellows Gill. They are slimy. Slimy, slimy, slimy. All right, let's spin for John Gill, and then we will spin for Fish in the Southeast. Woohoo! All right. John, since you landed on the KVD crate, here's your ticket, by the way. I'll send you 2 gift cards this time. Although I think I got a credit with you on the gift cards right now, don't I? All right, so that's John. Fish in the Southeast. I just bought a Megabass casting rod. Yes, I have tried Megabass rods, and I do like them. Which one did you get? Let me get Fish in the Southeast here. All right, fish in the southeast. Let's spin for you now. Strike! Man, our first strike. All right. But fish in the southeast, you do get in the tumbler. As we have said before, sometimes the Mr. Bass show can be very cruel, heartless, painful. And Fish in the Southeast just experienced it. He just got whacked by the Red X. He struck out. But at least he's in the tumbler. And the tumbler means a big prize at some point. So sorry about that, Fish in the Southeast. Good news is, though, you can still guess and try to win tonight. Oh, he won on Burley. Okay. Burley usually gives away like what, a $25 Monster Bass pack or something. So, man, he's all loaded then. Man, if you guys play your cards right and watch enough of these shows, you can really get your tackle box loaded. Loaded. He won big on Burley. Burley's not as cruel as Mr. Bass. But come on, man. It livens the show up. You got to have a strikeout every once in a while. Although I think our worst night, we had like 3 strikeouts in the same night. That was I was even getting a little depressed after that. But 1 or 2 strikeouts a night's not bad. Oh, he always wins on Burley, so he's got the system figured out. All right, here's another fairly new bait. Yeah, I'm glad you came over too, Nathan. All right, here's a fairly new bait. You could win big if you can guess. Name this lure. What's this lure called? Kyle, I think you're going to say no. Frank's Fishing got it. Let me make sure I didn't miss somebody. Yep, Frank's Fishing. He's first up. This is the Mad Max Popper by Monster Bass. This is the newly designed. Frank, you love these things, man. You love Monster Bass. I know you do because you've told me multiple times how much you love Monster Bass. I'm not giving this away, though. You're going to have to spin and win something else. That's kind of funny, though. Frank is probably one of the biggest Monster Bass fans I've got on my show because he sends me texts during the week, and I know how much he loves Monster Bass. So your love of Monster Bass is paid off tonight, Frank, because it helped you win. What do you guys think of the Mad Max Popper? I've not fished with it yet. I think it looks pretty good. I wish they'd sent me a white one this time since we're getting into fall fishing. But I'm still going to try this bluegill popper, which is why I'm not making it a prize right now. Nathan's not familiar with Monster Bass. Dude, where you been? Monster Bass is one of the monthly subscription tackle boxes, except they do bags. Here's the latest bag I got from them, Illuminathan. If you don't know what Monster Bass is, go watch some of my videos. Anyway, the Mad Max popper is newly designed, and Monster Bass is proud of it. And they put this flyer in the bag this month. Here's the colors. It's got 6 colors. And Bone is the one that I wish I had gotten in my bag this month. Bone or Sexy, Green Sexy, either one. Well, actually, a Sexy Cracks would have worked because it looks like it's white underneath. Any of those 3 colors I would have much rather preferred this month. But the blue gill is definitely going to work for me in the spring. Definitely. Let's see here. I'm behind on the comments. Yeah, Matthew, I think the Midnight Run is a good color because you got to have black. I would have preferred if they just did all black, but that's okay. What's the difference between the Mad Max popper besides color? What do you mean, what's the difference between it? Oh, and the old. Well, Frank can tell you that. They changed the shape and size a little bit. The angle of the way it see how this kind of curves down. This was changed a little bit, and I don't know what else they changed on it, but Frank can tell us. Maybe he can type it in the screen there. It looks like a good popper, though. All right, Frank's fishing. We got to spin for Frank, don't we? All right, Frank. Let's see if you can beat the Red X. What? Another Red X! Holy moly. Sorry about that, Frank. What is going on? 2 in a row. I'm going to spin the next one really hard. But you got a ticket in the tumbler, Frank. Man. Like I said, the worst night we've ever had is three strikes. Okay, the cup face has changed, the mouth and the hooks, the back treble's dressed. Matthew's starting to use more pink lures. Really? Matthew, your pink lures, are you catching smallies on those or largemouth? Yeah, bummer, Frank. Sorry, dude. But you can spin. You can guess again. Who knows, man? I have had multiple strikeout winners win on the same night. Hey, Steve. Keep it clean, man. Keep it clean. Yeah, Fisherman 83, you figured me out. I got the wheel weighted. I'm losing too much money giving all these lures away. It's going to be like every time I spin, it's going to land here or there. Man, what's going on with this wheel? There's something strange going on with the wheel tonight. I'm going to put it right back where it finished. That way there's nothing. Yeah, Get Your Fish On has a wild side. Oh, yeah, Fisherman 83. I got all these Storm Suspend dots stuck on the back. That is a good one, dude. If you guys don't know what Storm Suspend dots are, every wigglewort, the old school wiggleworts used to have these suspend dots. They're just weights that you could stick on the underbelly or on the underbill of the wiggleworts to get them down deeper. That is funny, Fisherman 83. That is funny. Okay, Matthew's saying See if he answered my question about the pink lures. Largemouth only. Wow. That surprises me. That's cool. All right, let's see if there's some other new lures I was going to show. Here's one. Now, this may not be new, but it's new to me. And I mentioned this in Debo's channel, on Debo's channel. Any of you guys fish with this thing? This kind of blows my mind. The zero gravity jig. Slow fall. If you remember on the Get Your Fish On and Mr. Bass show, we had Jacob Wheeler on. And Jacob said in that interview, one of the things he said is that one of the very most important things, it was on the, I think it was the question when I asked him, does color matter? He mentioned that rate of fall is the absolute most important thing when it comes to fishing, the rate of fall of your lures. And I've learned that, sometimes if your lure falls too fast, you're not going to get bit. Or if it falls too slow, you're not going to get bit. Well, this zero gravity jig is specifically designed with a slow rate of fall, only 1 foot every 3 seconds. That's slow. That is a slow fall for a jig. For a jig, a jig may fall way faster than that. And I'm very, very interested in this here. This is not my favorite color with this orange head on it, but has anybody fished with this thing? Zero gravity jig. Anybody ever tried it? Night Child said he had one a few years back from a mystery box. This is where I got this out of Mystery Tackle Box. You can buy these at Tackle Warehouse. But for some reason, this has gotten by me. I don't know how long they've been around, but I'd never heard of it. So I'm definitely going to try it. Swim, flip, pitch, twitch, wake, even sea rig it. Deadly fished around shallow lily pads, grass, stumps, and rocks. From North Carolina, the zero gravity jig. Natia Robertson's tried something like it. I wonder what. Yeah, it looks very interesting to me. The Megabass Zero Hurry Jig. Let me look that one up. Megabass Zero Hurry Jig. Yeah, look at that thing. Let me see if I can share the screen here with you guys. Here's the Megabass Zero Hurry Jig. No, not that screen. Sorry, that was my search screen. I need to show you the other screen right here. Check that out. That color is called Killer Bee. My PB fish in the Southeast is just under 10 pounds. I do not have a double digit, but I got one just an ounce or two below that. The Megabass Zero. Kind of funny. That's got a yellow head just like this. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Roadrunner head, but it looks bigger. Kind of wild. Definitely different for sure. The little bee's a killer bee. Yeah, fish in the southeast. I could probably say that mine was a 10 pounder. You know, it's so close, but I want to see the 2 digits on the scale, and I haven't seen that yet. All right, let's do another. Right, what other lure do I want to ask you about? Oh yeah, this is a good one right here. A lot of these I've talked about recently. I don't even. Well, we got to rethink this. I think I showed you guys this one last. I think I asked you this one last week, so maybe I shouldn't do that one. Hmm. Wonder if any of you guys would get this right. This one could be hard. Let's try this one. Here's the next question. Name this lure. Name this lure. This top water plug. This one is not what you think it is. These are well known, but they're kind of they're a brand. I guarantee you, some of you have never heard of this, although some of you probably have. The Debo Spook. Nope. This is not custom painted or hand painted. This is just the baby bass color, I believe, that you can. You guys may not get this. This is going to take somebody who probably knows a lot about and fishes a ton of different plugs, topwater plugs. Nope. It's not a heading. Lear Home Inspections. No, it's not a heading. So you can eliminate any of the heading spooks. It's not a heading spook. It's not a Spook Junior. It is not a heading of any kind. That little noise maker is what makes this special. Man, you guys may not get this one. Joe knows what this is. I don't know if Joe's still on, though. It's not an evergreen. It's not a dogma. It's not a Bagley. Wow, I've stumped you guys. I have finally stumped the chumps. It's only taken me about a year of doing this game to finally stump you guys. It's got these blue flakes on it. See that blue on there? That's kind of cool. Jay Walker? Nope. I'm gonna have to pull this up on. Tackle Warehouse and show you guys. That's right. You can buy it at Tackle Warehouse. Although you can't buy that color right now. All right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what this is called. Wow, I stumped you guys. Boing. It's called the Boing. The Boing, 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 Boing. Boing Lures takes topwater performance and fishing technology to a whole new level. The difference is in the boing sound. I think there's kind of like a spring in there. Yeah, I have shown this to you guys before. Look at old Get Your Fish On. It's 28 bucks. Yeah, it is 28 bucks. But how about it? You might be the only one throwing it. And if the fish only want a boing sound, you will kill them. You will dominate if you're throwing the boing and nobody else is. That's right, Matthew. You got to stick with Mr. Bass. I'll always expand your horizons. Oh, David Ayler said that he shared it. He actually said it before I showed it. Yeah, he said it right here. I don't know if that was actually before I showed it, but heck, we may as well let him win. Heck, why not? Right on. David's won before. I've sent him a couple times. I think he's won before. All right, cool. We got somebody to spin for then. All right. I gave it more energy that time. I can't. I guess I got to watch what I say in case of Steve Chapman's listening. Oh, strike. You guys can't see because the screen's so small. Dang. Nope, he won. He actually got it. How about that? Close to the X, but it's not. It's a 1. The curse has been broken. More oomph. Yeah. Right on, right on. All right. Congratulations, David. What do you want? Which bucket? Here's your ticket. Soft plastic. Okay. We'll put your ticket in the tumbler. All right. All right. You have won the Twin Men Big Show Signature Twin Men. Now you say, what is a Twin Men? Terry Scroggins is a professional fisherman on the Major League Fishing circuit. They call him Big Show, which is, he's got his own lures now. And this is what the Twin Men is. It is a big twin-tailed grub. You could fish this a lot of different ways. You could fish it on a Ned rig. You could put it on a jig head and swim it. You could put it on a jig as a trailer. You could put this on a chatterbait as a trailer if you wanted to. This color is green pumpkin. The Big Show Twin Men. Congratulations. David. Yeah, you could put it on a football head or a swimming football head, a swing head, a biffle head, whatever you want to call it. Steve is on fire tonight, dude. I wish he'd show up like this on our show, man. I can hardly get him to talk. Fish it weightless booster says, why not? Heck yeah. Oh, me. Man, I got so much stuff here. Okay, here's a lure I was going to talk about. This is my buddy Joe Enda's secret. Steve. All right. Here's another good fall lure. And boing, you're right, Tom. We'll use this as the next question to try to win a prize. Name this lure. It's got a prop on the front. It's got a prop on the back. It's got a feathered treble, which I've got rubber banded together at the moment. What is this lure called? This is a fish catching bait, man. Early spring, fall, this sucker catches them. It has a very nice little blub, blub, blub when you move it, when you twitch it. You kind of twitch it is kind of one way that we found that works really good. Excellent, excellent little lure. And this is very reasonably priced, too. Man, don't tell me that I am going to stump you guys twice in one night. The Wobble Popper. That'd be a good name for it. The Beer Belly. The Lucky Craft Kelly J. No, here is a Lucky Craft Kelly J. If you'd like to see what it looks like. This is the Lucky Craft Kelly J right here. You can see they're different. Of course, you got me doing this, and then I'm not looking at answers. I am trying to look at them, though. I don't think I've seen the correct answer yet. So you can see the Lucky Craft is very different in shape. It's a lot skinnier. The Livingston Spin Master. That's a good guess, but it's not it. Okay, Frank. I gave you a hint that would help you know this is definitely not a mega bass because I said it's very reasonably priced. It's very reasonably priced. All right, I'm going to give you guys a hint because none of you are getting it. There's only one place you can buy this, and this will help. It'll help you maybe go look up and try to find the name of this because you don't know what it's called. Man, I've stumped you guys twice in the same night. I am on a roll. You can only buy this at Academy Sports. It's the only place that sells them. That is a good clue for somebody. AliExpress. Yeah, you probably could get it at AliExpress too, ninth child. All right. Somebody's getting close. H2O Express is the name of their company that makes this, but that's not what the bait's called. Illuminathan, you are the winner. It's called the Slush Daddy. And here's one still in the box. H2 Express Slush Daddy. Boys and girls, this is a very reasonably priced prop bait. And it will flat catch you some fish when you need a very subtle topwater presentation. Go get you some of these. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. Slush Daddy. Illuminathan. Congrats, man. Illuminathan wins quite a bit. And I will tell you that H2O Express makes a lot of good baits, man. If you're on a budget, go check out some of their baits. They are good baits. A lot of them are. And they're not very expensive. If you don't have an Academy Sports, George, you can buy them online. Currently on sale for $2.97 at Academy Sports, according to Boo. So, dude, you cannot beat that price. $2.97. Dude, I thought he was going to hit jackpot. Pretty close, pretty close. I don't know if I did a ticket for him. I better do a ticket. All right, here's your ticket, Illuminathan. Sold out. I haven't seen what he wants. Anybody see? Has he said yet? Hard bait. He wants a hard bait. All right. This is a perfect summer or fall lure, Illuminathan. It is the Arc Fishing TP70 popper. In bone, the correct color for the fall. Bone. Right on. The Arc Fishing TP70. Nice. Sean Z said he's done with Tackle Warehouse. Man, they must have really ticked you off if you're done with them. I don't think I could. End my Tackle Warehouse addiction. Boy, that would be painful. I've never had any trouble with Tackle Warehouse. What's your issue? I know they've had some delivery issues lately. And they've had some stuff out of stock. But I mean, I don't think that's really their fault, is it? I love me a bone popper. Those are great. Hey, get your fish on. Started a new video where he compared 5 to 6 poppers versus the Mad Max. Today was casting distance and accuracy day. Very interesting. So, spoiler alert. Steve, how did it compare? How did it compare with your casting distance? That's very interesting. In case you guys forgot, the Mad Max is what do I do with it? I just had it. Here it is. 2.5 inches long, 1/3 of an ounce. So it's not super heavy. I wouldn't expect you to be able to cast it very far unless you were throwing it on a spinning setup. It's a long way from being finished. He must mean the video is a long way from being finished. Is he going to give us the scoop though? Is he going to tell us like how it compares casting wise? Or is he going to make us wait till the video comes out? Hey, I'm glad you got on, RXDT. I haven't. I wish I could review more backpacks. I just got to get my hands on them. I've tried to review as many as I can, but Canada's kind of its own animal, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what's available up there. That Ozark Trails one is pretty good for the money. I assume do you guys have Walmarts in Canada? I would assume. Would think they'd be up there, but that's too bad if you can't. That Ozark Trails backpack is actually very good for the money, man. I was very surprised when I got that. Yeah, Nathan, that Shimano Black Moon is a good bag. It's pretty legit. Oh, I see. Tackle Warehouse is charging you tax. Well, geez, man, that's not their fault either. In fact, if you're lucky enough to find someone who's not charging you tax, they're probably doing something they're not supposed to be. No tackle backpacks from Ozark Trails up there, huh? Yeah, that's too bad.